Hi everyone, welcome to Get Educational series. So I'm Julie, I will be the host for today. So today we are going to talk about membership integration, and then in this phase as well, we are going to go into detail on how we can work with OGV to reintegrate our summer EP to become our membership, and also there's an add-on extra part for reintegration, which is how we are going to recruit the OC volunteer to become our membership, although this is not considered as reintegration, but then it will be part and it will be touched in this space as well. Okay, so yeah, so when we talk about reintegration, it's all about recruit and also reintegrate the summer EP after they come back from their exchange in this coming summer break or summer peak, and then we recruit them to become our membership. So the reason why we emphasize a lot on reintegration, it can be one of the source or target pool that you can target on when we do membership recruitment, because because the member who actually, like the EP that actually went to our project, I went to exchange, is the one who actually experienced our product before. So the one like imagine that if the members that you went through our like experience our product, which is like be it GB or GT or even GE before, is that they will know better on how to have a better facilitation in terms of if let's say they become our member. So what will they will know better on how to like how our operation is, and also like how good experience the our product will provide to the development of the youth. Okay, so like all in all, reintegration is actually a purposeful membership booster for your entity. So just a little bit sharing here, I actually tried this initiative to recruit when I was LCB PM, that I actually recruit, like we integrate my summer EP. Okay, so and then now she is actually the director of OGV in my LC. So the thing is that she is the one who is actually passionate on that, like because she is the one who is actually very passionate on like OGV side, which is like hoping more and more people can have the experience of experiencing our product, because she is actually the one who experienced it herself before. So she know better on how to promote it to the student in my in my university. Oh, and also at the same time she can see the value and also believe on the impact that we are creating from our product. Okay, so yeah, so next thing is about like to scope down into detail of like how we are going to do it. So first thing first is that we will need to understand like the role of LCVPM, LCVP OGV, and also at the same time, if possible, involve your IR partner as well, because like the summer EP reintegration is not just about, hey, do you want to, like asking the summer EP like, hey, do you want to become a member in Isaac after they come back from the exchange journey. And also like it's not just about us them like during like welcome home party. The thing is that it's a long-term process, and it doesn't just happen in just in one process, like in just event or in just conversation and things like that. So it's actually applying the same concept of you are actually facilitating a experience of your member or experience of a EP. So the thing is that when we actually want to, like go back to the story that uh I actually integrate the my summer EP back to like to become membership, is that that is the initiative that we have in when I was LCBPM with my LCB OGB, that actually have a lot of discussion on how we can make use of this like how we can implement this reintegration plan, be it from the sending entity, which is OGV, hosting entity, and also at the same time from PM perspective. So the things that we have discussed is that definitely lead space is the space that we can do and ensure it must be ensured, like we must make sure that lead space is being conducted very consistently and effectively. And then like make sure every EP that we send out is actually being engaged, and also at the same time like consistent in follow up their exchange. And then which is the last one is that invite them to this is RIS is actually integration seminar, but it can be done through WHP, which is welcome home body. So if you want to do it more at once, like hosting entity is the one who actually like your IR partner, which is the hosting entity, can be your partner to can be your partner or can also take part in this initiative as well. So my experience of reintegration is that I actually have a discussion with my LCVP OG before summer realization peak, and then we actually like brainstorm a lot of ideas on how we can make use of this summer EP experience to become the attraction for the summer EP that we are targeting that have the potential to be reintegrated. Okay, so the thing is that we actually focus, like we actually put more focus than on the potential reintegrated EP on like in terms of like facilitation of their experience throughout the exchange journey through lead space, and also at the same time to give them more exposure on the like what this organization is actually doing during lead space when we are doing lead space with them. Okay, so yep, so this is the whole journey of whole journey of one EP realization, and also like what are the things that we can do throughout the process for reintegration. So like in order to ensure that reintegration can happen, definitely the touch point with the EP throughout the journey is the key, because there's a time that when they go to exchange, when they go for their GV journey, definitely that is actually equal to the attraction for them in our MRD recruitment process. So like unlike the normal recruitment process is that we will just we will just have a booth in our campus like to talk about, hey, do you know what it's either about, do you have interest to develop yourself, and like selling all the value proposition of becoming Isaac membership. So the thing is that is a like try to imagine that if this like by having booth, like asking every student in your campus like do you have interest to develop yourself, imagine that you are the one who actually experience the product itself. Okay, so do you get me? So the thing is that it will be different definitely. So yeah, and actually the whole reintegration process is doesn't just happen on like during their exchange journey. So the thing is that you can actually start since the moment they are approved before realization happen. So I would, from my past experience is that I actually like we actually have a few targeted profile that we are looking for, and then we do a analysis of a profile or from our EP in terms of their course of study, and also their year of study and things like that, and also like what kind of purpose of them for to go for GV. So the thing is that we do some analysis before realization happen, and then yep, and then at the same time we are actually assigning the EP, the potential reintegrated EP, to some of the high competence in terms of facilitation EPM. Okay, so yeah, so the thing is that in approval stage, yeah, definitely you can have lead space on one of the LDQ, and then so that you can like EPM can actually start to have the lead space, like kickstart the lead space, and also like get to know about the EP and things like that. So and also like you can also start to present the option that after exchange they can also have through ISAC as well, they can also have a lot of other long-term development journey. So and also during OPS as well, you can actually start to input this kind of mindset that like you can have like present the opportunity that they can have in ISAC after their exchange journey or during OPS. So the thing is that it's all about like, increasing the exposure and let them to know that we are actually providing this kind of opportunity, like not just about sending you to go for exchange, but at the same time it's a long-term opportunity that you can actually take for your development after you come back from your exchange. So doing realization is the key, is that just like having just the most important is the consistency in having a touch point with the EP, because that's the time that experience is happening, and also at the same time that is the time that we can control on facilitate the EP, and also ensure like in terms of what kind of experience that like what kind of experience that she is actually experiencing. So the thing is that like to understand from the EP as well, like how we can do in order to have a more customized idea in terms of their experience, and also the and also the idea of joining ISAC before like afterward. Okay, so as if you want to do it in a more advanced area, definitely you can work with your IR partner. Like in terms of OGV, you can work with your IR partner to ensure that like what are the things that can be controlled through our realization, like for example more consistent touch point with the EP, and then like make them like to have like touch point as in like for example a facilitation lead space, and also like to let them to see more the value of their if let's say if they become a membership and things like that. Okay, so lastly is about like after they come back, so we have WHP welcome home party, and also if you have quite a big pool of potential integrated EP, definitely you can as a VPPM you can actually like organize a reintegration seminar where is the touch point that you can present an opportunity that they can join. Okay, so and also try to relate and also to let them see the picture of the things that they experience in global volunteer, like how does it related to ISAC way, and also like why that exchange experience, and also what this organization is doing. Okay, so yeah, so another thing is that you can also definitely you as a VPPM, what are the things that you need to do is that if let's say you have this initiative with your summer EP, I think one thing you can do is that to have a very good synergy with your OGV and ensure that the facilitation of the experience of the EP is actually happening very consistently, and also at the same time like to ensure at the same time that the competence of your EPM in terms of facilitating the EP experience is actually able to support them like to facilitate the experience of the EP. Okay, so this is actually the like how we are going to do in terms of like creating a customized value proposition. So as I mentioned just now, like before in approval stage, we can these are the topic like or the elements that we can discuss with OGV in terms of like TM and OGB roles, what are background and profile and background of the student that we are targeting on to become our membership, and then the touch point timeline and also the goal, like how many EP that we are targeting. So in realization, so these are the things that we can touch about, and also same goes with complete. So like it's not just about a checklist for you or things like that, but then the thing is that it's more to give you a picture on what you can do. So the thing is that it's still up to your synergy between your LCVP PM and also LCVP or OGV on how you can customize the value proposition of global volunteer and membership, and let the EP to see the connection of one another. Okay, so yeah, so I think that's all for reintegration part. And then in this space as well, as I mentioned, there's a reintegration extra, which is how we are going to recruit OC volunteer to become our membership. So yep, so for OC volunteer, it same goes with the concept is actually the concept is actually very similar to reintegration, that we reintegrate OC volunteer to become our member. So the thing is that OC volunteer is actually the one who actually experience the OC role in IGV summary realization. Okay, so that's the time that they are having exposure, and also the role as the role of as a OC in our product as well. So it's a very good target pool that you can target as well. Just for information, my IGV team now, all the members are actually from, like almost all of the members, they are actually from last OC volunteer, like in the past winter realization. Okay, so the thing is that as you can see from here is that this is actually the how a recruitment process for a student is look like. And then we have registration, a student see a registration poster, and then they attend info session to know more about what is IZ membership is about, and how is the experience going to look like, and things like that. And then they apply, and then they will go into talents selection, which is run through interview, assessment center, and things like that. So yeah, this is the experience, how a recruitment experience for an OC volunteer to member is. So just try to relate back the experience of a normal recruitment is that sign up for as a OC volunteer, they actually sign up for OC volunteer, and then they went through IGV realization. So for these two parts is that is actually equal to the talent attraction that we are having for a normal recruitment experience. Okay, so the thing is that it will be more intensive for them, definitely as an OC, but at the same time it's a very good exposure for them to know more about how Isaac Go is actually working for the project, and also for their for the impact that we are creating for through IGV realization. And then you can actually try to compare what is the difference between two attraction experience, and then sit down with your IGV VP to discuss about this, because that is the things that you can control. And I think I can share a bit on the initiative that I have with my LCVP PM, or how to ensure that OC volunteer experience is being taken care in IGV realization. So the thing is that we actually have an initiative to have one director from PM will be the kind of the EPM role, but then the target is not EP, definitely is the target is about OC volunteer on have a few space with the OC volunteer to ensure that their experience is being taken care by having facilitating the experience. Okay, so there is some initiative that I can share with you. Okay, so yeah, so that's the things that I'm talking just now. So you can I try to compare what is the difference between these two experiences. If you are like try to put yourself as the student who actually have an interest to join it. If let's say you are the one who actually went through talent selection in IGV realization, so what would happen? So like what is the difference between these two experiences? So yeah, so just to recap a bit, like OC volunteer experience is definitely in IG project realization is the real attraction to either membership and recruitment. So because they are able to see, feel and think what is this experience going to look like for them if they become a membership in one day. So yeah, I think that's all for this space. So if you have any question about reintegration, be it from EP summer EP to membership, or even like OC volunteer to membership, definitely you can come and ask me and drop me a message in Telegram. So I think that's all from me. So yep, thank you everyone.